Welcome back. The 11-member select committee tasked with investigating Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mithika Linturi has embarked on writing its report after winding up its 3-day trial at Parliament buildings. This is after both the mover of the motion, Jack Wamboka, and the defendant in the case, Mithika Linturi, gave their closing remarks. Seth Olale followed the proceedings.
The final session of the Select Committee hearings into allegations against Agriculture CS Mithika Linturi that were raised in an impeachment motion by Bumula MP Jack Wamboka commenced with the 11-member Select Committee ruling against a request by the mover of the impeachment motion, Jack Wamboka, to have Agriculture Principal Secretary and the Director of KEL Chemical testify as witnesses.
We shall give a detailed reasoning of our resolution in the final report of the committee.
The ruling paved way for both parties to give their closing remarks, with the mover of the motion, Jack Wamboka, stating that his legal team had presented watertight evidence against the embattled CS.
I'm doing this because of humanity. Whichever decision this committee makes, we are victorious. We are victorious. We are victorious. And it will hound people. It will hound people. There was fake fertilizer. Farmers who are protected by Article 46 are suffering and are crying. Where does the responsibility fall? It falls to the minister. At his feet, we have demonstrated in all ways possible.
Call it fake fertilizer, call it substandard, give it all the English names that we can decide to adduce. Bottom line is, Kenyans have suffered. The question of fake fertilizer or substandard is not value addition for Kenya's hard-earned taxpayers' money. Kenyans wake up every morning to actually go and build this nation. It will be disastrous for this country to allow people to sleep on their job and we come and politicize or give excuses. Kenyans need value addition for their money.
Linturi, through his counsel, urged the committee to dismiss the impeachment motion, arguing that the mover failed to provide proof implicating the cabinet secretary in the fake fertilizer scandal.
That the fact that the man accused before you is a man with a terrible character, reputation, disposition, or whatever, is immaterial and inapplicable. Section 57 of the same Act again says, Honorable Chair and members, that in criminal cases, the fact that the accused person has committed or has been convicted of or charged with any offense other than the one with which he is then charged or is of bad character is inadmissible. It is in that context that our Constitution says everyone enjoys the presumption of innocence until his guilt is proved.
The mover has not discharged the burden of proof on his part. The burden of proof was on the mover. He told us that he needed some other witnesses to help him establish these necessary links, to establish this nexus clearly and admittedly. The mover was telling this committee that the evidence he has before you does not point, does not implicate, does not, state these specific acts that are attributable to the CS.
The Naomi Wako Committee embarking on writing its report that will be tabled on Monday, 13th May.
We shall analyze each and every evidence that was submitted to this committee by all parties and make our findings in accordance with the requirements of Article 152(9) of the Constitution.
The 11-member Select Committee, which terms this assignment as its first ever to be witnessed in Parliament under the 2010 Constitution, has pledged to be free and fair during its report compilation. Seth Olale, Citizen TV.